a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone. Like a
Pig! Loudest near kitchen. You find...
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain flopping around in her skull.
You'd find better lodgings. I know we're all... charmed, I'm sure.
For a moment, you do hear...
Pig! You...
Don't mind.
I know...
Keep a blade close.
Best get going. At least things have stayed interesting.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Blessed by association, let's say. I come to pay proper respect to a new power. I bow, but the Zentarim prefer to look their business partners in the eye. Joaquin's clipped coins, no. Faith is an over-flooded market, transport, however. These faithful folk need some goods moved into the city. Our ships are obliging. Quietly. Oh, true soul! I couldn't burden your spirit with such material concerns. But I'm always happy to trade. An honor, true soul.
It's Roa you want? We only talk when you've misbehaved.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Not for me to say. All I know is they're bloody useless round here. No doubt. Isn't for me. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zorel now. Where do you hail from, brother?
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul.
Soldier? You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Thank the gods. And I do, every day.
In her design,
Not for us.
even those we once called monsters.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer, eventually. Brothers, sister, pray with me,
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom?
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Kill him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
Zarel won't be pleased about this. She strikes me as the type to enjoy a little bloodshed.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
Good luck, true soul. The disciple demands much of those who serve her.
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Zarel.
An honor, true soul.
You'll find traders in the entrance hall. Absolute draws coin as well as pilgrims, eh?
Then I shall have to keep them busy praying.
All's well here. The cargo from below has already been taken to the docks.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
And not a single one came back down from the tower top. Must have been unworthy.
A new face. Do as the warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine. Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight.
Make them fear you.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with Disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in. I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Those Spitfires? Well, they certainly gave the guards a run for their money. And they'd be a help in the escape. I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilbren. We've got a plan. For us and the Tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise. You've been granted free passage. What you do with that privilege is up to you.
The hells you call me?
There it is. You act bold, but there is a weak, temperamental child beneath the mask. I see it. I see you.
You're being arrested for thieving. Unless you can find a way to settle this here and now. It may have been unwise to reveal just how much gold you have on your person.
To the chase.
Put him up. Ready for this?
Let's turn someone inside out. Yes, here. May the dice roll in my favor.
With haste.
My turn.
Let's spill some blood. Indeed.
Gods, it's hot in here.
dance macabre.
These boots have seen everything.
Oh my word.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Ready for another round? Let's cook with fire, baby.
Let's have some fun.
A subtle approach.
Be quick.
At the ready.
hop, hop. Got it.
Time for a cull. May it please, Mistra.
May the gods take you first.
Fuck yes.
Shall we dance?
Let me guess. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
He made it?
Told you.
If your conversation has been cut short, these prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association...
You want to help? The gnomes couples...
I can't...
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute. Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Those Spitfires. I reckon you and I were meant to meet. We've got a plan. We need tools. Whatever you...
Lovely day, this. For now.
All right, what now?
All comfortable, I hope.
Delightful accommodation. You spoil us, Warden.
Keep that wit. You'll need it, little Wolbrun.
The hells you call me?
There it is. You act bold, but there is a weak, temperamental child beneath the mask. I see it. I see you.
Good work. We're gonna wait until it's quiet, and then bust out the back. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the Warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
You're mine.
Incoming.
Still on my feet.
Very well.
Spill some blood.
Impero Tibus.
Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are. Moving.
Never a dull moment. Another step forward.
keep going.
Witching hour. Delicious.
Smell blood. Need to learn the hard way.
I'll take that.
Trust no one. With pleasure. It's mine now.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders. The commander cleared you, not your friends. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. Take long.
This is ridiculous. As if I'd let some parasite infect me.
We have to worry about parasites now. Gods.
Can we hurry this up? I need a drink. Now.
And you're clear. Welcome to Last Light.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
Careful, I bite. Hardly a challenge.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I question who is really on our side.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Seems that way.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, we join the fight against Catherine. With the truth.
Our group grows smaller and smaller. How did you do it? How did you get them out of that hell's pit? And you're damn well good at it. Thank you. For everything. It's a sad day to be giving this. But here.
Damn it! Rush those cultists. Thought you should have run away.
The towers were here. Soot. Sulfur. Limestone. Dusted all over. Signature.
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Barry. Was there something else? I have plans in Baldurs Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many. I've little doubt. That's Iron Hand gnome business.
You recall stories of the Iron Hand gnomes, a talented group of inventors who were banished from Baldurs Gate.
Do not speak of a story you only know the half of. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldurs Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Did I not already? How remiss of me. Here. That should cover your services. Appreciate it.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight to them.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
She has no cause to be humble. She brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
I'll celebrate when Ketheric's dead. Not before.
I'm not the best at showing it. But I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together.
Maybe not, Mom.
Can't trust anyone. Could have been a harper that turned traitor just as easily.
What are you doing? You gotta get Mole! Don't make me regret trusting you with this.
What now?
No splitting up. Ever again. You hear?
The crooked
For once, we are in agreement.
What happened to you?
got a long road ahead.
Rider doing the Colt's work. The absolute claws have dug deep. His death was surely a great blow to the Colt. They gathered an entire army. What's one lost soldier among thousands?
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
Take a moment, Bran. Savor. I'll celebrate when...
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. So, shall we go for a walk?
Anywhere, my love. I go where you go. Here. There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army.
How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever. God's blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.
Did you see him? The traitor? Disgusting.
Always knew Marcus was a snake. He did well to knock the light out of him.
The Flaming Fist may be a bit rough, but I've respected them. Didn't expect a traitor in their ranks.
See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
I bet they're close. Watching us. Yeah. There's more where that came from.
So now what? Wish we had stone. Or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army. How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home? Just about.
God's blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.
Aye. Our asses. See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
I bet they're close. Watching us.
We're still alive, Bran. That's worth a cheer at the very least. There's always a first time.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone. Or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army.
So now what? We just wait. Hope the trousseau comes through.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make
How's
it
the
home?
barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty.
Just
but it'll
about.
take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever. blood this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.
Mole can be cranky and mean, but she looks after us. So stock up, all right? Because you need all the help you can get to bring her home.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Watch your back.
I wish we had a the army.
This place isn't much, but it's home, and I'm here with you. I missed you so much.
Please, don't stop crying. Then I'll cry. It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold up without us forever.
Can't give up now.
What's on your mind?
Go on.
I was hoping you'd say that. Swoon. If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy? Couldn't have said it better myself. I was hoping you'd say that. Sparks.
Greetings.
Need something? Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldurs Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? I hope so. Because I am not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldurs Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
May the darkness protect you. That almost is doing a great deal of heavy lifting. That man changes allegiances more frequently than a courtesan changes their bed sheets. At least he's proof you can turn from Shah and live to tell the tale. Though some may not call that living. Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mystra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me, but it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mystra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll... It sounds awful.
Shah's blessings upon you. All right, some company wouldn't hurt.
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom. Certainly wasn't this. Glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target. The one pocket of light in the gloom.
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company. I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend. Careful. I may just take you up on that.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Shaped by shadow as it is, Sharan architecture has a kind of beauty to it.
Beautifully intimidating. This place was meant to scare people into submission.
There you go. Cutting right through the ephemera to the heart of the matter. Your finest quality, I think.
And here I thought I rubbed you the wrong way.
Nothing wrong with a bit of friction now and then. You help me keep my mind sharp.
Oh, thanks, pal. I think.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
The disc is moving. This must lead to the next part of Shah's gauntlet.
What's next? This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations.
You show
The
great
end is near.
potential. Do not falter now. One test awaits. Descend to the night zone. Make a sacrifice. Rise again. A dark justiciar.
Almost there. I will not fail you, my lady. This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Nothing. Shadowheart continues her prayer in silence. You feel your mind slip into Shadowheart's. But you are not the only one present. There is another. Ancient, commanding, rendered from purest darkness. Shah.
Take my spear, step forward, and strike down the Selûnite.
As you command, Nightsinger.
Now go. Warm my blade with moon-crazed blood. And be wary of your companion. She pries in your thoughts.
That wasn't for you to hear. Yes, you could have. Don't pretend otherwise. It's simple. My Lady Shah demands a sacrifice. One life. Not that it matters, but her reward aligns with your own interests. Just remember what I said. Let me do what I need to.
Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
Simple. I followed you. It seems Shah still holds a grudge against General Thorm, and so sought to prevent me from entering in his name. Luckily, you were the perfect agent in helping me slip past her defenses. Now the Night Song is within reach. Your lack of ability, perhaps? You made for an adequate errand girl thus far, but let's not overstate your virtues. Raise one finger to me, and I'd sunder you like lightning would a rotten oak. Now, enough dullard questions. Follow me.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away.
Descend to her.
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shah. Hear my words of faith.
Listen to her.
Blessed Night Singer, witness my adoration. I have emptied my heart of falsehoods. I have vanquished your foes.
Descend to her.
Nearly there. Have to keep going.
This.
Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
Unkind.
That's all right. Perhaps you're incapable of feeling at all. Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? I invite you. Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still failed to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorn, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Ketherick. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorn. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey. Person, please. You insult her. You insult me. Aelin is so much more than that. She is an Asimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation, and lending her immortal strength to General Thorn. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar. For maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions. No more interference. Death only frightens those of limited vision. You should be terrified, godling! Let us make short work of this.
Can't slow down.
Got to focus.
It will be a kindness to put an end to you.
One day I'll catch a break.
Ready. Got to press on.
In position.
Need to find a way forward.
Let's finish this. On the move.
I've got it.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Need to act fast.
Say bye-bye.
Death won't take me yet. Breathe deep and move.
Come on up.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Hello?
With haste.
Think you can take me on?
I can keep going a little longer now.
ascend in her silver blood.
Let's get on with it.
Never a dull moment.
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. A pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
Looking ahead. Balthazar has drawn you.
Not a dagger, a spear. Her fate is...
The fate you see until, of course, your mistress...
You feel Shadow and Nightsong is not blind to your conflict.
Well, well... Do you know what I am, little assassin?
What did you say?
Much has been... I sense more...
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
Balthazar, you.
Not her fate.
The fate until, of course,
you feel and Nightsong is not blind.
Well, do you know...
What did you... Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be. I can't believe I just did that. Lady Shah will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! I am resplendent. You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your Dark Lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready?